Wannabes is a 2000 crime drama about two brothers who become enamored with the mob life. Along with a couple of friends, they ditch their jobs and try their best to make a name for themselves out on the streets. We get to see the toll the life takes on each one of them and the different extremes they're willing to go to, all in an effort to satisfy their desire of becoming somebody. William DeMeo plays Angelo, the more eccentric brother, the ringleader behind most of the bad decisions made in this film. We can see that Angelo is a smart, natural leader, but is blinded by delusions of grandeur, wanting nothing more than money and power, and to be seen as legitimate, slowly losing himself and his sense of morals, but the further he goes to prove himself, the more of a wannabe he becomes. Connor Dubin plays Paulie, the more level-headed brother. Paulie acts as the heart of the film. Unlike Angelo, he's able to find happiness in his normal life, as we see him develop a relationship throughout the film. His love and sense of duty to this girl allows him to stay on the right track and better his life, slowly drifting away from his brother while still loving him. Angelo's interest for the mob peaked after having a brief encounter with a local mob boss, Santos, played by Joseph Vitarelli, aka Jellybean from Analyze That.
Jelly, you want a fresh one?
Broke my heart, Jelly. You broke my heart.
Joseph Vitarelli is perfectly able to play an old-school, straight-laced gangster. He's also able to maintain this gravitas and status despite being clearly vulnerable, due to his clearly fading health throughout the film. His biggest vulnerability, however, is his love for his misguided son. Here we're given one of the best Joe D'Onofrio performances I've ever seen, as a spoiled, loudmouthed son of a mob boss. Vinny's disrespectful and rude, making enemies and annoying everyone within the film, while also being very smart, cunning, and ruthless, manipulating events to his liking, feeling entitled to what his father earned while also trying to escape his shadow. He acts as the perfect antagonist, as everything he does is also driven by the desire to prove himself. The performance is overall hilarious and brings a lot of life to the film. The brother's main friend Pete is played by Daniel Morgado, a recurring actor who's featured along Will in most of his early roles, in films such as Searching for Bobby D, The Dawn of 42nd Street, and I Am Woody. He doesn't do much here, only playing a supporting role, as the friend propping up and giving support to Angelo's grand plans. Raymond Sarah plays the boy's uncle, and acts as the wise mentor, looking after and trying to guide our two protagonists on the right path, serving as the voice of reason in a sea of bad decisions. I love Raymond Sarah from his hilarious soap commercials, and his role as the police chief in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Being later in his career, his voice has become very broken and raspy, making it hard to understand him in some scenes.
I open a hot dog stand. You open to sell hot dogs on the corner.
I'm not sure I understood all that, Chief Stearns. Would you mind repeating it? In English, perhaps?
Even though you can't understand what he's saying, the emotions of what he's trying to convey always comes through. Jelly's crew consists of Vinny Vella, famous Italian actor best known for his role in The Sopranos, and background roles in other mob movies. His character is always looking out for the well-being of the boss, while constantly calling out and putting Vinny in his place. The other crew members consist of John Hoyt, who's another reoccurring actor in majority of DeMeo's early films. He even directs and stars in 2 comedy movies, which I'll review later. Here, like most of his serious roles, he doesn't say much, but stands around and acts as the bodyguard. Angelo is successfully able to prove himself, gaining the respect and earning a spot in Santos' crew. This causing a divide and making an enemy out of a jealous Vinny, who after Santos becomes completely sick and bedridden, he ends his own father's life in order to take over. Using his newfound powers, he puts out a hit on Angelo and his friends, giving us the tragic climax of our crew getting shot up by Vinny and his crew, as we get an ugly face-off between them as they fall to the ground. Ending the death of everyone but brother Paulie, who was able to escape the life with his new love. The film ends with a grieving Paulie who's set out for revenge. After killing Joe and his crew, he flips the script, calling them the real wannabes all along.
My dad didn't think I had what it takes to be boss.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And you're the fucking wannabes.
Overall, this is definitely an underrated cult classic that tells a great story with interesting characters that gives us a different perspective than we're used to in the mob movies. Although it may lack some of the polish due to it being an independent low-budget film, it's still an iconic piece of mafia media that I suggest you go out and buy and watch for yourself. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, stay tuned for my other videos. If you want to help the channel, you can through the thanks button down below, or become a channel member to get access to all my Brooklyn Bummer classics.